What up? News Now, Colorado here. So, Colorado Springs to pay cameraman $41,000 after First Amendment auto to police. Oh, I love that title, man. They didn't say like police instigator or like, the normal shit I would expect coming from the news. That's an honest title right there. I love it. I love it. Uh, Two Colorado Springs police officers' confrontation with a man taking photographs outside a police substation is costing the city $41,000. Oh, I love how brutally honest that is right there. That was a pretty much like a big fu with that Colorado Springs police squad car sitting right up there. Hmm. I love it. I love it. Terrell Clayton was photographing police cars going in and out of the secured parking lot at a Falcon substation on November 2nd as part of First Amendment Audit's movement to judge the response of police and other public officials to the presence of a cameraman. You missed, you got like a piece of the cake right there with like the whole point of this movement. Um, Whatever. Close enough, I guess. I don't know. Two officers deemed Clayton's behavior suspicious and asked for identification, which he declined to provide. His 17-minute video of the encounter went viral on YouTube. Oh man, I think you forgot the part. You left it out either intentionally or you just don't get it to where, you left out how I don't have to give my identification, and if I were, I'd be giving up my rights. I guess no one cares about rights in this day and age. I just don't get it. They just don't seem to understand. They're like, what are civil rights? I don't know, man. It shows Clayton being detained, placed in the back of his police car, stripped of the camera and cell phone he was using to record the interaction, and cited with disorderly conduct. All true. However, I was not cited with disorderly conduct. That was just the bullshit excuse they made up on spot, the bullshit law, to justify them detaining me and stripping me of my rights, including they stripped me of my cell phone, my video camera. They stripped me of my rights. That was their excuse. I wasn't cited for that because they knew it wouldn't really uphold in court. He filed a complaint against the officers the next day, citing wrongful detainment. I didn't say that specifically, but I think false imprisonment and deprivation of rights under Colorado law would have been a better wording there. 6 months later, the city settled Clayton's claim for $41,000, in addition to police general orders that taking photographs or recording from a public space in and of itself does not constitute suspicious activity. Oh man, I love that. Okay, so I saw a comment in my settlement video. Somebody commented, they were like, this officer is going to have to walk past that sign saying that taking photographs and recording from a public place in and of itself does not constitute suspicious activity. He's going to have to walk by that and know that that's there because of him. I love that comment. I'm sorry. I had to, yeah. Anyway, the city must also create and publish a roll call video addressing the First Amendment right to record activity. It will require its officers view that video by the end of the year, this settlement said. So they left out the bulletin. The bulletin's a pretty important part because it also addresses the Second Amendment. And, yeah, it is what it is. I love the video. It's so great. These actions are underway, police spokesman Lieutenant Howard Black said Wednesday. So I guess they talked to the police, which makes sense. That's cool. The video Clayton posted shows him zooming his camera in on police vehicles parked in the lot before an officer approaches and asks Clayton his name. Pretty much. The photographer declines to provide it, saying he's filming squad cars for a story but doesn't plan to disclose license information. Again, leaving out how I don't have to give my ID. And anyone who cares about their rights wouldn't. On top of that, if I had to go back and do this, I wouldn't have said anything about the license plates because, for one, you're not going to get anything from them. And second of all, I can film the damn license plates all I want. There's a lot of things I would change if I had to go back, but anyway. A second officer questions Clayton about pointing the camera towards the lot, saying he's not buying the story. The officer threatens to detain Clayton if he doesn't identify himself, eventually grabbing Clayton and taking his camera. All true, all true. We'll do it my way. We'll do it my way, the officer is heard saying. Yeah, look how that turned out. Doing it your way. Good job, buddy. Clayton is led to the patrol car where he continues recording on cell phone before that is also confiscated. Clayton said the officer threatened to arrest him if he did not provide ID, which he eventually did. They did threaten to arrest me, and I did ID myself. That's definitely one of the things I would change if I had to go back and do it. And in addition, you could have said this in the article, in addition to my phone and camera being stripped from me, my rights were also stripped from me. Again, news media doesn't seem to have like a decent grasp on what rights are, but it is what it is. I was very shocked at how quickly these officers violated my rights, he says in the description of the video. Yes, I did say that, and I really shouldn't be shocked, though. I'm going to be doing a video possibly here soon on all of the lawsuits Colorado Springs has had because of the police officers and how they just don't change. So I shouldn't have been shocked. But anyway, Thursday, Clayton said he was pretty happy with the settlement, as it will change police treatment of citizens and protect people's rights. Yes, I did say that. They're referring to my settlement video, which I posted a week ago. An internal affairs investigation to determine whether officers will be disciplined is coming to conclusion, Black said. Yeah, here in a couple days it'll have been 7 months, so I would hope it's coming to a conclusion. I mean, you're not detectives, you know. What are you investigating? You're not investigating shit. And we all know once we see this, you're going to say, well, we investigated ourselves and found that there was no wrongdoing on our part, you know, because we're perfect little angels. We all know that's going to happen. You're not going to punish them. If anything, you might give them like 3 days of paid vacation or some shit. Internal affairs is a joke. Anyway, the settlement should not be construed as an admission of liability or guilt, the city stressed in the agreement. To the contrary, it said, city specifically asserts that no wrongdoing, misconduct, or liability occurred. Okay, so with the settlement agreement, you know, it is like there's no admission of guilt on either side. That's kind of how it goes. But on the contrary, I'm going to go ahead and assert that you guys fucked up pretty bad, and everyone knows it. Just my 2 cents, you know. That's not official or anything, but come on. I don't think coughing up $41,000 is, you know, necessarily saying you didn't do anything wrong. I mean, legally speaking, yeah, but I mean, it's kind of just like, you know, hush money, go away, right? All I have to say about that. Anyway, that's the whole article. It was pretty short. They just did a couple paragraphs. I just kind of, condensed it, short and to the point. You know, honestly, it was pretty fair. They didn't butcher it. Like I kind of expected. They left out some essential parts, but really, I didn't expect anything more than that coming from a, news source, from an objective news source, which is any news source. So yeah, that's they covered a story on it. This will be in tomorrow's paper for the Colorado Springs Gazette, which, you know, I don't read the paper. I'm probably not going to get a hold of it. It's probably going to just say all the same shit anyway, but they covered it. So it's a win, right? More people are going to be aware. They didn't link, any videos or my channel or anything, so people really wanting to know the truth about all this are not gonna, it's gonna be harder for them to find, but I don't know. Anyway, I know quite a few people that were talking a bunch of shit to me when I first did this video, and I can't wait for this paper to show up at their front doorstep, and they're gonna know what ended up turning out with this. That's how I feel. So yeah, guys, I have the news stations are covering this. That was gonna happen this week, but I've had other things going on. So as soon as those happen, I'll probably post it. I don't know, but yeah, kind of moving on from this. Me and First Amendment Strike Team, we have a big video coming, a big audit coming, and I know some shit's gonna go down with this one. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, it's gonna be a good video, so you guys should be looking out for that. Oh, you know the whole thing I was talking about with the fake news story? It just turned out to be some trolls, and I'm an idiot for not realizing that at first. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe if you hadn't. I'm gonna start a new series soon. Um, Once I get all my new equipment running and stuff. Uh, but yeah, you should be looking out for that because it's gonna be a real good series. And anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. And thanks for watching.